What if I told you the most tolerant, most bicycle crazy, most flower obsessed nation on Earth is also one of the most powerful trading empires in history? A country so small you can drive across it in 2 hours, yet so dominant in global trade that its single port keeps the entire continent of Europe supplied. A nation that exports more flowers than any other country on the planet, that invented the stock market, that built a third of its own land from scratch by pushing back the ocean with nothing but engineering and willpower. A place where bicycles outnumber people, where tulip fields turn the countryside into living paintings every spring, where canals thread through ancient cities lined with golden age merchant houses that have stood for 400 years. This is not a large country, but it is an extraordinary one. Today, we are going on a journey through one of Europe's most fascinating and unique nations. Welcome to the Netherlands. The Netherlands is located in northwestern Europe, bordered by Germany to the east, Belgium to the south, and the North Sea to the north and west. Its geographic position at the mouth of three major European rivers, the Rhine, the Maas, and the Scheldt, placed it at the heart of European trade for centuries and helped make it one of the wealthiest and most influential nations in history. The capital of the Netherlands is Amsterdam, a city of canals, world-class museums, and one of the most liberal and open cultures in the entire world. The Hague serves as the seat of government and is home to the Dutch Parliament and the International Court of Justice, making it one of the most important legal and diplomatic cities on the planet. Rotterdam, the third major city, is Europe's largest port and one of the great industrial and commercial powerhouses of the continent. The Netherlands is sometimes called Holland, though technically Holland refers only to 2 of the country's 12 provinces. The full official name is the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Netherlands has a population of approximately 17.9 million people, a relatively small nation by global standards. But what makes it remarkable is how many people are packed into such a small space. The Netherlands has a population density of around 508 people per square kilometer, making it one of the most densely populated countries in Europe and the entire world. To put that in American terms, the Netherlands is roughly the size of West Virginia, but it holds over 17 million people. West Virginia has fewer than 2 million. That gives you a sense of just how dense and compact the Dutch way of life truly is. Around 92% of the Dutch population lives in urban areas, one of the highest urbanization rates in the world. Cities, towns, and suburbs are closely connected, with excellent transport links making the entire country feel like one large interconnected metropolitan area. The rural 8% live in a landscape of flat green farmland, windmills, flower fields, and quiet waterways that looks exactly like the paintings Dutch masters created 400 years ago. The Netherlands has undergone one of the most significant religious transformations of any country in Europe over the past century. Historically, the country was divided between Protestantism in the north and Catholicism in the south, a division that shaped Dutch politics, culture, and society for hundreds of years. Today, the Netherlands is one of the most secular countries in the world. Over 55% of the population identifies as having no religious affiliation, a number that has grown dramatically in recent decades. Among those who do identify with religion, Christianity remains the most common, with Catholics making up around 20% and various Protestant denominations accounting for another 14%. Islam is practiced by approximately 5% of the population, largely among communities with Moroccan and Turkish heritage who came to the Netherlands as workers in the latter half of the 20th century. Religious buildings, ancient churches, historic cathedrals, and old synagogues remain important parts of the Dutch architectural landscape and cultural heritage, even as their congregations have shrunk. The Netherlands has a long tradition of religious tolerance, stretching back to the 17th century, when it became a refuge for persecuted religious minorities from across Europe. The Netherlands uses the euro as its currency. One US dollar is currently worth approximately 0.92 euros, making the Netherlands a moderately expensive destination for American visitors, comparable in cost to other Western European nations. Despite its small size, the Netherlands has one of the strongest and most sophisticated economies in the world. It is consistently ranked among the top 10 most competitive economies globally. The Dutch economy is driven by trade, agriculture, technology, finance, energy, and logistics. The Port of Rotterdam is the largest and busiest port in Europe and one of the busiest in the entire world. Every year, millions of containers, oil shipments, chemicals, and products from across the globe pass through Rotterdam's vast network of terminals and waterways. The port covers an area of over 100 square kilometers and handles more cargo than any other port on the European continent. It is the gateway through which a significant portion of Europe's goods enter and leave, making the Netherlands one of the most critical nodes in global trade. Without Rotterdam, the supply chains that keep Europe running would look completely different. The Netherlands is also the second largest exporter of food and agricultural products, second only to the United States, which is more than 200 times larger in land area. Dutch agricultural technology and efficiency are among the most advanced on Earth, producing enormous quantities of food from a remarkably small amount of land. And then are the flowers. The Netherlands is the largest flower exporter in the world by a significant margin. Dutch tulip fields are one of the most iconic images in global culture. Vast stripes of red, yellow, pink, orange, and purple stretching across flat landscapes under wide open skies. The Netherlands has a literacy rate of approximately 99%, among the highest in the world. Education is compulsory from age 5 to 16, and the Dutch education system is consistently ranked among the best in Europe. The country places enormous value on critical thinking, creativity, and individual development from the earliest years of schooling. The Netherlands has several world-class universities. Leiden University, founded in 1575, is the oldest university in the Netherlands and one of the most respected research institutions in Europe. Delft University of Technology is globally recognized for engineering and design. Dutch universities attract students and researchers from across the world, and the country produces a significant number of Nobel Prize winners relative to its population size. The Netherlands is one of the safest countries in the world. Crime rates are low, cities are clean and well organized, and the social infrastructure, healthcare, public transport, housing, functions at a very high level. The Dutch consistently rank among the happiest populations in the world in global well-being surveys, and it is not difficult to understand why. Dutch culture values directness, equality, and practicality above almost everything else. The Dutch say what they mean what they say, and expect others to do the same. This directness can feel blunt to visitors from more indirect cultures, but it is never meant unkindly. It reflects a deep respect for honesty and efficiency that runs through every aspect of Dutch life. And cycling is not just transport, it is a philosophy. There are more bicycles than people in the Netherlands. Cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht are designed around the cyclist, with extensive dedicated bike lanes, bicycle parking structures, and traffic systems that give priority to bikes over cars. The Dutch cycle to work, to school, to the supermarket, to dinner, and to the theater, in all weather, at all ages, in regular clothing. Cycling here is not a sport or a leisure activity, it is simply how life moves. Dutch women are known for a natural, effortless beauty that reflects the culture around them, confident, unpretentious, and quietly striking. The Netherlands has one of the tallest populations in the world, and Dutch women are among the tallest, on average, in Europe. This height, combined with strong features, light eyes in shades of blue and green, and fair skin, gives Dutch women a distinctive and memorable appearance. Fashion in the Netherlands mirrors the national character, practical, stylish, and never overdone. Dutch women dress with a clean, modern elegance that prioritizes quality over excess. Amsterdam, in particular, has a fashion scene that blends Scandinavian minimalism with Dutch creativity, producing a style that feels effortlessly cool rather than aggressively trendy. The Netherlands has produced internationally recognized models and fashion figures who have represented Dutch beauty on global stages. Dutch fashion and brand design have built strong reputations across Europe for their combination of functionality and aesthetic intelligence. The Netherlands is flat, dramatically, almost defiantly flat. And in this flatness lies a landscape of quiet, wide beauty that is unlike anywhere else in Europe. The famous Dutch polder landscape, flat green farmland lying below sea level, protected by dikes and drained by pumping stations, stretches across large parts of the country in a vast horizontal canvas of green fields, silver waterways, and enormous skies. Dutch painters of the 17th century, Rembrandt, Vermeer, and their contemporaries, were inspired by these wide open skies and their extraordinary quality of light. That light is still there today, soft and diffused by clouds and water, casting everything in a glow that makes the landscape feel like a living painting. Tulip fields in spring transform the countryside into something almost surreal. From April to May, vast stripes of color, deep red, bright yellow, soft pink, electric purple, cover the fields of the Bolenstreek region between Amsterdam and The Hague. Seen from a bicycle or a drone, these fields look like abstract art painted on the earth itself. It is one of the most visually spectacular seasonal landscapes anywhere in the world. Windmills define the Dutch landscape in the imagination of the entire world, and the real thing does not disappoint. Kinderdijk, a UNESCO World Heritage Site southeast of Rotterdam, features 19 historic windmills standing along the waterways of a flat polder landscape. Built in the 18th century to pump water and prevent flooding, these windmills are still standing and still turning, their reflections shimmering in the still water beside them. On a clear morning with mist rising from the canals, Kinderdijk looks like a photograph that could not possibly be real. Amsterdam's canal ring is another landscape entirely, urban, intimate, and deeply beautiful. Over 100 kilometers of canals cut through the city, lined with narrow 17th century merchant houses that lean slightly forward over the water on ancient wooden foundations. Houseboats are moored along the canal edges. Bridges, over 1,500 of them, arc across the water at every turn. Cycling or walking along Amsterdam's canals at golden hour, when the light turns warm and reflects off the water and the old facades, is one of the great urban experiences in the world. The Netherlands has a temperate maritime climate, mild, cloudy, and frequently wet. Winters are cool and gray, with temperatures rarely dropping below freezing for extended periods. Summers are warm and pleasant, with temperatures typically reaching 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, though heat waves in recent years have pushed temperatures significantly higher. Amsterdam. Amsterdam is one of the great cities of the world, compact, walkable, canal-fretted, and endlessly rich in culture and history. The Anne Frank house, where a Jewish teenager hid with her family during the Nazi occupation and wrote the diary that would become one of the most important documents of the 20th century, draws visitors from every country who come to stand in the small rooms where history happened. The Rijksmuseum holds one of the greatest collections of Dutch Golden Age painting in the world. Rembrandt's Night Watch alone is worth the entire visit. The Van Gogh Museum contains the largest collection of Van Gogh's work anywhere on Earth. Beyond the museums, Amsterdam rewards simply wandering through the Jordaan neighborhood's narrow streets and independent shops, along Prinsengracht Canal at sunset, through the flower market floating on the water. Amsterdam is a city that gives more the longer you stay in it. Keukenhof Gardens. Keukenhof, located in the heart of the Dutch bulb-growing region, is the most beautiful flower garden in the world. Open for just 8 weeks every spring, this 32-hectare park contains over 7 million flower bulbs planted in sweeping beds of color that wind through woodland paths, around ponds, and beneath flowering trees. Tulips in every color imaginable, hyacinths filling the air with perfume, daffodils, roses, and orchids, completing a display of botanical beauty on a scale that no other garden on Earth matches. Over 1 million visitors arrive during those 8 weeks from every country in the world. Walking through Keukenhof in full bloom is one of those experiences that stays in the memory permanently. A reminder that nature, when given the right conditions, creates beauty beyond anything human imagination can fully anticipate. Kinderdijk. Kinderdijk is where Dutch engineering history and landscape beauty combine into something truly unforgettable. 19 windmills standing along the waterways of a flat polder landscape, built in the 1740s to manage water levels and protect the surrounding land from flooding. These are not decorative windmills. They are working machines that kept communities alive for centuries by pumping millions of liters of water. Today, they stand as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, perfectly preserved and deeply atmospheric. At dawn or dusk, with mist over the water and the sails of the windmills slowly turning against a Dutch sky, Kinderdijk is one of those places that reminds you why the Netherlands is like nowhere else on Earth. The Netherlands has more bicycles than people, over 23 million bikes for a population of 17.9 million. Dutch children learn to cycle before they learn to drive, and many never get a driver's license at all. The port of Rotterdam handles over 400 million tons of cargo every year, more than any other port in Europe, making the Netherlands one of the most important trading nations in the entire world, despite its tiny size. The Dutch invented the stock market. The world's first officially recognized stock exchange was established in Amsterdam in 1602 by the Dutch East India Company, the first multinational corporation in history. The Netherlands exports more flowers than any other country on Earth. Every day at Royal Flora Holland, over 40 million flowers and plants are auctioned and shipped to destinations across the globe. And approximately 1/3 of the entire country lies below sea level, protected from flooding by an extraordinary network of dikes, pumping stations, and water management systems that are considered among the greatest engineering achievements in human history. The Netherlands is a country that refuses to accept its geography as a limitation. It took land from the sea, it built the world's busiest port, it grew flowers for the entire planet, it gave the world the stock market, great art, and some of the finest engineering ever attempted. And it did all of this while maintaining one of the happiest, most tolerant, and most livable societies anywhere on Earth. Small in size, enormous in impact. If you enjoyed this journey through the Netherlands, subscribe to the Urban Facts for more country stories every week. And tell us in the comments, which country do you want us to explore next?